Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. The numbers are finally out pretty much after 2 weeks for Andre Ward, Sergey Kovo2. The first numbers that was put out was around 130,000 buys, but apparently it looked like this fight did somewhere between 120,000 and 125,000 buys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I actually thought it would be worse. I didn't think this pay-per-view did good numbers, and I have to keep it totally 100, man. I could just tell by how long it took them to put out the number. Usually when it takes this long, it's a telltale sign that the pay-per-view numbers were not that good. And it's disappointing. This is one of the most anticipated fights of, most anticipated fights of the year, and it should have been heavily promoted. They just did not do a good job of promoting this fight, man. Just wasn't cool, man. I just didn't like anything how this fight was promoted in any way, shape, or form. It was sort of like they had a couple of press conferences. It was like, hey, and this is the problem that I've seen with Andre Ward's career. Andre Ward will go down as one of the greatest fighters that ever lived, but unfortunately, he probably won't get his due diligence because basically the way he was promoted was mediocre at best. And that's just the problem. They did a terrible job of promoting this fight. And Eddie Hearn issued a statement saying that if he had promoted this fight, it would have been a slam dunk. Now, it appears to me that Eddie Hearn is going to get to put his money where his mouth is, because apparently there's negotiations going on between a fight between Andre Ward and Tony Bello that will probably take place more than likely in November should everything get done. Now, location, that's going to be the question. Because you have to wonder, do Andre Ward want to go overseas and fight? And the question is, can Andre Ward, based off his lack of popularity, could he sell out Wembley Stadium? Or could he sell out, the O2 Arena? I think he could if it's properly promoted. But more than likely, the people would be there to see Tony Bello. I have to admit, whether you think Eddie Hearn is a disloyal guy and, whether he plays games or not, Eddie Hearn does know how to promote a fight. That man got 90,000 people at Wembley Stadium to see Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko. And the funny part about it is he's minimizing, for Las Vegas, which is good. And I know why he's doing this. He's trying to make, Anthony Joshua an international star, which is good. And I'm sorry, I have to get on Rock Nation. They did a terrible job of promoting this fight, and I think it's a shame. Andre Ward, as good as he is, man, unless I ain't gonna say, people heard of him, but he not where Floyd Mayweather is, and that's where he should be because he's the best fighter on the planet. And I think Andre Ward, he needs to talk to his team. See, the reason why Andre Ward ain't where Floyd Mayweather is, see, Andre Ward, he need to talk to his team, man. He need to talk to his lawyers. He need to talk to his agents. Andre Ward need to start getting booked on these shows like Conan O'Brien and whatever his name is, Jimmy Fallon. He need to go on shows like that, man. He need to go on the Battle of the Network Stars and shit like that. He need to market his brand a little bit better. Make more appearances on ESPN. That's cool that ESPN has started to have Andre Ward on there a little more, but Andre Ward, he need to expand, his brand. He need to be doing Nike commercials. He need to tell Team Jordan, hey, man, put me in some commercials. Let me have my own commercials. Andre Ward need to be doing commercials, man. He's the best fighter on the planet, man. Now, before you say, well, Floyd didn't have any endorsements and Floyd became the biggest pay-per-view star, but Floyd, it was his persona. It was his personality. And see, Andre Ward, he isn't that kind of guy. He's not going to, talk like Floyd. Andre Ward is not going to start using a whole bunch of 4-letter words because that's not him. Andre Ward is a Christian man and a family man, and I respect him for that. But at the same time, he need to talk to his team, man. He need to market himself a little bit better than what he's doing. I know Dre. I know. Look, man, and I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just keeping it 100, man. You gotta talk to your lawyer, man, and your team, man. You gotta be seen more. You gotta start getting endorsements, man. Going for these endorsements. Doing Wingstop commercials. I know you don't probably eat no Wingstop, but I'm just saying, Jamba Juice, anything, man. Gotta start promoting the Andre Ward brand a little bit more, man, so people can recognize you, man. Whether Floyd had a whole bunch of endorsements or not, Floyd was seen. Floyd made himself known. So that's all I'm saying, man. And that's the problem that I have with this fight, man. More people should have tuned in to this fight because it was just so terribly promoted. And you just got to keep it 100. I blame a lot of people for this fight not being a success because 120,000 for the best fighter on the planet. I'm sorry, man. That's unacceptable. This fight should at least did 200,000, 300,000. Now, I know that was only Andre Ward's second time fighting on pay-per-view, but it should have did better numbers than what it did. So that's all I have to say about that, man. It's really disappointing in what happened with Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalov and these pay-per-view numbers, man. It's a damn shame, man. I'm out.